carrying out ID attacks in Pulwama or in other parts. And part two is, as far as infiltration is concerned, we've seen a dip, at least we can make out from the number of militants who have been killed on the line of control. So I think that infiltration is still at its peak, or it has come down, and that's why we've seen lesser incidents on the line of control. After this war, obviously, we've seen that on one hand, obviously seeing that things are under control, separatists crack down and results, violence levels are down. What exactly is prompting so much force to be brought in? Obviously, one side is there, but people are uncertain where is the line of control, India reaction. So, would you like to settle what's there, would you like to get a feel of nothing drastic is going to happen on the ground, right? People have only started to stop it.
Okay, taking on the first half of the first part, the strategy of the terrorists shifting to use of IDs. Is it shifting lock, stock, barrel or no? ID threat or ID strategy is now becoming more prominent as compared to the previous times. However, the basic acts of terrorism, which you are seeing every day and reporting every day on killing of civilians, the injuries to the civilians and other aspects, and ID is also one of them. However, in the recent past, the indications of capture of explosives, the indications of use of IDs, and what we are telling you is only the IDs which have been neutralized or blasted. What is not known is the number of IDs which we have not allowed to be put in place, and the modules, as IGP Sahib has said, which have been neutralized even before they could put an ID. So ID is the one aspect which is going up, but the terrorism parameters on the other side are also at a higher level, and it's not that it's only ID now. Coming down to the LC infiltration. Yesterday night also the infiltration attempt was made in Kupwara sector. So today all the launch pads, as per the available intelligence reports inside the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, are full, and they are attempting the launch of infiltrators and the terrorists through the line of control sector in Kashmir zone, as also in Poonch Rajouri sector. Even the infiltration is happening from Jammu to Pathankot sector. This is in addition to other routes which are from other states or other countries, which you are well aware. So it's not that infiltration is down, infiltration attempts are being made, and they are being thwarted on the line of control, as you seen recently in the Gurez sector.
Regarding my part of the question, I think I've already been able to clarify that, and nothing beyond, I think no more elaboration is needed on that as of now.
Sir, is Reese from News Nation. Sir, we'd like to know the sniper that was displayed there.
Okay, the recovery of the sniper and the other material of IDs and including the Pakistan Ordnance Factory mine, since the search is still going on, the troops are still on ground, the area has fully not been sanitized, the complete Yatra route of the north and south, the searches are still going on, so I would not like to divulge the locations in other places, but suffices to say it has been recovered on the Shri Amarnath Yatra route. And the point about Amarnath Yatra being called off, I am hearing it for the first time. At least I am not aware of it. What I am aware is, because of the weather conditions last 4-5 days, the Yatris have been stopped in Jammu, so that the condition of the track leading up to the holy cave is very bad, and there are certain shooting storms which are happening, and certain places in between Jammu and Banihal, there are roadblocks and there are landslides. So for that reason, for the safety of the Yatris have been told to halt at Jammu till these things clear up. And that's a separate issue altogether.
Chinar sir, as you said that militants are waiting on the other side of LC. What's the total number of militants on the launch pad?
Okay, this is a very often asked question and very often asked answer I'll give you. A very often given answer I'll give you. The numbers, we, because of being operational details and which launch pad has got how many, those intelligence reports are not shared for the reason of compromise of our sources, as also they might shift the locations if they come to know, okay, this is where we are aware. So these are operational details. I'm sorry I won't be able to share with you. Thank you. देखिए, बालाकोट एयर स्ट्राइक्स के बाद में पाकिस्तान मिलिट्री के पॉलिसी में क्या चेंज हुए हैं, those are little strategic level intelligence analysis which I would not like to share. Now the second part of the question is कितने पाकिस्तानी militants infiltrate हुए हैं, कितने इस वक्त वैली में हैं. Those details also unfortunately I can't share with you in the open forum, but suffices to say, and I want to assure you, we are aware of it and we are dealing with it.
Again, these speculations are mainly in the social media domain as to the number of troops coming in, number of troops which are on way and all. The numbers are much exaggerated. Numbers are not that high, but definitely the numbers that are being detected are not more than the numbers which are already existing here, who need some rest and relief. That number is not as big as being talked about.
See, this question about the route being sanitized. As you are aware, the route passes through various built-up areas, various fields and various nalas and mountains. And again, towards the Holy Cave side, it becomes very treacherous, the climb and the features there. Nala, the re-entrance, the caves on the both sides, the small little caves on both sides of the Yatra. The Yatra route has been sanitized and it has been sanitized very well. That's how 340,000 Yatris have already gone and paid the visit at the Holy Cave without a single incident of security related aspects. Notwithstanding that, for last 3 days, I told earlier, there were specific reports of Pakistani terrorists trying to disrupt the Yatra by laying certain IEDs and also physical harm to the Yatris. Now with that security info, that intelligence report available to us, we went in a much bigger way to sanitize the area much beyond where it could have been immediately targeted. Hence these IEDs and all recovered from places close by, caches are recovered from places which are a little away from it, and the operations are still going on. Okay, sir. Yeah, my fault. The artillery, like I said in my opening remarks, Pakistan Army started the artillery shelling on the morning of 30th July in an unprovoked manner. And we did raise a hotline message to Pakistan telling them that they have resorted to unprovoked artillery firing in 15 Corps zone and we reserve the right to retaliate. And we did retaliate. And we will retaliate again and retaliate very hard.
Untraditional roads, like having that on highway for traffic has created a lot of problems for the civil population. That security and the civil rights of the people. Ambulances were solved this year. Is there any learning from this year's experience that next year we will not suffer from that?
Yeah, first, I would like to say, I've said it many times before, that is cooperation of the people which helps us in organizing this yatra, conducting this yatra in a smooth fashion. But as you know, behavior of the highway between a certain points has been very, very erratic. And we have had casualties in that area, both on the civilian side and on the side of Jatris. So if you leave the traffic free for all, you would perhaps end up having a long jams for hours and hours together, maybe 10 hours, 12 hours. That is what has been happening in that area. Since Yatra was a regular affair, every day you have to take a convoy up, convoy down, that ban was not applicable to the civilian people alone for a limited period. It was applicable to all the forces also. None of us was also moving during the time. No army, no CRP, no BSF. Other than that patch, there was no restriction at all. 5 minutes, just a stoppage on the lateral while the convoy was moving. So I'm thankful to the people that they cooperated. And I'm thankful to the people that despite the hype being given to this issue, they've understood that the problem is limited to a particular time only and a particular patch only. And just by the next year, we do hope that the highway would be better.
Muktisla.
Sir, I have two questions.
Mufti wrote your first part of the question. We are good friends, but I'm sorry we don't discuss military strategy in press conferences. Thank you.
And my answer would also be quite close to what the Corps Commander has said. But I assure you the numbers are much, much smaller as compared to what has been talked about. Very few numbers, not very big numbers. And those numbers are at routine requirements, the replacement turnover and all. Nothing much to panic about that. It's a very reasonable kind of number, not a big number at all.
Okay, like I told you, the searches are still going on. Some pictures were shared with you which have come to me from the ground forces. And coming specifically to this anti-personnel mine, since this also only the picture has come, a close-up picture has come, and the mine is likely to come. It's an anti-personnel mine, and given the area in which it explodes, it can cause reasonable casualties if the bunching of people is there in that area, which invariably happens on the Yatra route when people are walking or even when the convoys are moving. So this is a very ideal weapon or ideal mine for any target where there are more number of people in a given area. So from that point of view, the threat is good.
So we take last two questions.
There are several reports coming in that security has been brought to our places, strikes and one of the
So I can tell you that there is no withdrawal. There are some redeployment and some places where it is the reinforcement. It's not like that. No, there are particular places which are not discussed here. There are particular places where some requests have also come for military activities. That is why there are some construction going on in some places. So they wanted some forces to be taken out. That is it.
Sir, I'm Amarnath Yatra. Sir, my question is to Mr. Captain Dhillon. So there are reports that India has carried a cross LOC raid during the last night, and Air Force is also on high alert. Would like to know if there any such thing that has happened.
Okay, Majid, somehow all my good friends are asking me questions which are not within the domain of this press conference. So Majid is also very dear friend.
Sir, this IT model that you talked about, are those the confines that it's implemented, or are it's also called
See, these modules, the trainer, the principal trainer, because as you know, the ID threat was not there for very long. It all started with Jaish-e-Mohammed. Now with Jaish-e-Mohammed,